Emory Andrew Tate III, the former kickboxing champion and social media influencer whose controversial views and misogynistic social media commentary have made him a polarizing figure. But what do we really know about the man behind the headlines? From his heroic rise to fame in the world of kickboxing and social media to ending up in prison, Tate has certainly experienced a fall from grace. But now, it seems he's crawling his way back to the light. Stick around to discover what you don't know about Tate being released from prison and what his future plans are. As you well know, Andrew Tate is a controversial and polarizing figure who was recently released from prison. And if you're not exactly sure who he is, Tate built an internet following as a controversial kickboxer, viral influencer, and provocateur known for promoting misogyny and red pill philosophies. He first became popular after being removed from Big Brother UK's reality show for physically abusing a female castmate, though he claims the incident was consensual. Not a particularly great way to debut into the limelight. Consequently, his reputation suffered due to several offensive social media posts that led to bans from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Of course, despite widespread condemnation, Tate remains an influential figure for some. His fanbase stays loyal, waiting for their hero to re-emerge. He maintains a dedicated following through his website and sympathetic fans on social media. Tate's story is a twisting tale of provocation, controversy, and unhinged influence. How did a working-class kid rise to become one of the internet's most famous figures? What really went on during his time in prison? And has he changed after years of promoting toxicity? Andrew Tate has always been a fascinating character. He has more twists and turns than a soap opera. Did you know he has a heritage from both England and Africa? His mom is from London and actually worked as a caterer. And his dad is an African-American chess champion. Crazy, right? Tate grew up moving between England and the US, never really fitting in anywhere. His dad trained him like crazy to become a chess champion, and Tate actually started competing in adult chess tournaments when he was only 5 years old. However, Tate developed an interest in combat sports early on too. He started training in boxing and martial arts in his teens, and actually became a pretty successful kickboxer, ranking pretty high in Britain for a bit. But Tate was never satisfied. There were always more fights to win and more dominance to prove. That aggressive mindset really came to define his personality. Off the mats, Tate couldn't help courting controversy. He had always been the one making the most outrageous statements just to get a reaction. His extreme provocation and misogyny habit built him a following for a while, as he sold his combat fitness courses on YouTube and social media. However, the platforms decided they had had enough, and Instagram and Facebook permanently banned Tate's accounts in August 2022. TikTok also removed his account for content that attacked or incited violence against others. YouTube later suspended his channel for hate speech, COVID-19 misinformation, and multiple violations. Well, all that controversy and misbehavior caught up to him eventually, because in December 2022, Tate was detained in Romania on charges of human trafficking, abuse, and organized criminal activity. Authorities have been investigating Tate and his brother for months, following reports of exploitation and abuse. Tate and his brother are accused of luring vulnerable women into abusive relationships and forcing them to participate in non-consensual pornographic filming to generate income. The prosecution has identified 6 victims in total who report violent assaults, coercion, and trafficking. Tate has denied all wrongdoing, claiming that he was actually captured by agents from the Matrix movie franchise. Tate's lawyer claims that he and his brother will fully cooperate with authorities. But Tate's history of controversy and provocation makes it difficult to determine the veracity of their claims of innocence. Because for years, Tate courted attention through extremist propaganda marketed as truth. While his social media influence waned a bit over time due to bans and backlash, the damage of his messaging endures. But how did he get arrested? The day will forever go down in internet history as one of the most ridiculous ways to get caught. Andrew Tate found himself in a Twitter feud with Greta Thunberg. Yes, the 20-year-old climate activist Greta Thunberg. He posted a video of a popular Romanian chain. And so, just a day later, during the exchange showing himself in a Versace robe, smoking a cigar and being handed 2 boxes of pizza, Tate was arrested in Romania. According to a report by 9 News, the pizza boxes seen in the video helped the Romanian police locate him. The authorities reportedly used the video as proof that he was in the country, leading to his arrest on disturbing charges of exploitation and abuse. Greta Thunberg had the last laugh when she tweeted a quip about Tate's arrest, saying this is what happens when you don't recycle your pizza boxes. Then in January 2023, Andrew Tate and his alleged accomplices sought release from detention, claiming their imprisonment was unjust. However, upon review of the evidence, a Bucharest court found enough cause to extend their stay. The judge cited the particular dangerousness of these defendants in denying their pleas. For months, prosecutors had been building a case of horrific abuse, exploiting vulnerability and harm for profit. Releasing these men would put more lives at risk. So Tate, his brother, and their associates remained detained while the investigation continued. They complained of mistreatment, but witnesses had come forward with tales of coercion and control. Tate's prophecies of conspiracy could not outweigh the mountains of evidence against him. When detention was extended again in February, the defendants claimed it was unnecessary. However, their schemes were only just becoming clear. The court found reason to grant the Romanian women involved house arrest alone, but detention was deemed precisely deserved for Tate and his brother, ringleaders of this criminal enterprise. Through absurd claims of Matrix agents and promises of redemption, Tate maintains his innocence still. His followers, gullible or willing to see no evil, continue proclaiming him a truth teller. In a surprise twist, Andrew Tate and his co-defendants won an appeal, granting house arrest until April 29th. Tate promptly posted a video proclaiming his innocence, claiming 24-hour confinement in a tiny cell with no contact or electronics for over a year. He insisted justice would prevail, but questions remain. Tate's lawyer hailed the court's legal and thorough decision granting house arrest. However, the suspects are strictly forbidden to contact witnesses or travel without approval. Restrictions may yet be unveiled, as the court's reasoning has not yet been publicly released. Under Romanian law, the 4 suspects stand accused yet await judgment. Charges have been filed, but the case is still under review. Prosecutors have until June to bring the matter to trial. Interestingly, he was released from prison to house arrest on March 31st, which coincides with the date the first Matrix movie was released, March 31st, 1999. The conspiracy theories who look up to him have latched onto that, claiming it's a clear sign and a good omen. That remains to be seen. The fate of Tate and his accomplices hangs in the balance. House arrest grants them a threat of freedom, yet investigation and increasing revelations threaten to shatter the illusion of safety completely. While under house arrest, Tate has promised great rewards and reciprocation for those who stand by him through trial. He claims to be one of the richest and most influential men on the planet, and proclaims that all those who supported his truth over the years shall be repaid in kind if acquitted. However, questions remain about Tate's ability to make good on such extravagant promises. His history is one of courting chaos and mismanagement of influence more than any legitimate success or achievement. And were Tate truly so wealthy and powerful, one wonders why he resorted to the sinister schemes now, bringing him to court. With the amount of money he was making on YouTube from selling those courses, he should have been pretty comfortable financially to not even have his name involved in such lowly schemes. There are those who claim Tate's promises are merely another bid for relevance and drama, a pathetic call for attention to mask his predicament. But there are many who still believe in him and everything he stands for.